Which banks can Westpac customers actually use? It's a question that might pop into your head when you're traveling, need to access cash in a pinch, or are simply curious about the interconnectedness of the financial world. We all know Westpac is one of Australia's big four banks, a financial institution with a long history and a vast network. But what happens when you're not near a Westpac branch or ATM? Can you just walk into any bank and expect to conduct your transactions seamlessly? The short answer isn't a simple yes or no. While you can't typically perform all Westpac banking services at another unrelated bank, there are definitely avenues and partnerships in place that can make your banking life easier, even outside the familiar red and white of Westpac. Let's first talk about direct partnerships. Traditionally, banks might form alliances to allow their customers to use each other's ATM networks without incurring extra fees. This was more common in the past, but the landscape has shifted somewhat with the rise of independent ATM providers and changes in banking regulations. However, it's always worth checking Westpac's official website or mobile app for any current reciprocal agreements they might have, particularly with smaller regional banks or credit unions within Australia. These partnerships can be incredibly useful when you're in a location with limited Westpac presence. Beyond direct partnerships, consider the broader payment networks that underpin our financial system. EFTPOS, for instance, is a ubiquitous system in Australia that allows you to use your Westpac debit card at countless merchant terminals across the country, regardless of which bank the merchant uses. This isn't about accessing your bank account directly at another bank, but it highlights the interconnectedness that allows for seamless transactions. Then there are international considerations. If you're a Westpac customer traveling overseas, you won't be able to walk into a random foreign bank and manage your account as if it were a Westpac branch. However, Westpac, like most major banks, has relationships with international banking networks. These networks facilitate services like withdrawing cash from ATMs abroad. Look for specific logos on ATMs that match those affiliated with Westpac or your card, like Visa or MasterCard. Keep in mind that international transaction fees usually apply, so it's wise to understand these costs before you travel. Westpac often provides information on their website about using your cards overseas and any partner banks they might have in specific regions. The rise of digital banking and fintech has also changed how we interact with our money. While you can't physically walk into another bank to access your Westpac account, the Westpac mobile app and online banking platform allow you to manage your funds, make transfers, and pay bills from virtually anywhere with an internet connection. This digital accessibility reduces the reliance on physical bank branches and broadens your access beyond the traditional branch network. In summary, while you can't treat every bank as if it were a Westpac branch, Westpac customers benefit from partnerships, primarily for ATM access, though these may be limited. The widespread EFTPOS network for everyday transactions, international banking networks for overseas access, and the convenience of digital banking. Always check Westpac's official channels for the most up-to-date information on partner banks and international usage. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.